All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yahweh in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Now, this lesson here is going to be, more focused on the mentality of war and the spirit of war that Yahweh Shem Shai is bringing into the earth. And now, when I was reading this article, Trump just named who his running mate who his running mate for vice president was going to be, and the dude's name is J.D. Vance, right? It says J.D. Vance would be the U.S. Republicans' vice presidential candidate. Donald Trump, the Republican candidate for U.S. president in the upcoming November election, has tapped J.D. Vance as his running mate. The announcement was made on the first day of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. After lengthy deliberation and thought, and considering the tremendous talents of many others, I have decided that the person best suited to assume the position of Vice President of the U.S. is Senator J.D. Vance of the great state of Ohio. Trump said in a post, nevertheless, it says James David Vance, J.D. Vance, is currently the Republican senator from Ohio. It says, after graduating from high school, Vance enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps and served as a combat correspondent with the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing on deployment in Iraq. It says he later got a law degree from Yale, but gained national attention for his 2016 memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, in which he wrote about his childhood and the family values of the Appalachian Americas. Let's see. It says Vance had been a critic of Trump in 2016, but has since embraced his populist agenda. And now we ultimately understand, the elites, the presidents are elected, not selected. How do we know? When you look at the, the popularity vote versus the electoral college vote, the popularity vote does not hold more weight than the electoral college, meaning the people's choice. It really don't mean shit, man, right? Now, we understand left wing, right wing is the same bird, meaning it's the same system that's oppressing us. And I want to grab that out of the book of Revelation. It's Revelation 13. And 12. Matter of fact, 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? Those 2 horns represent 2 power structures. Your ancient plebeians and patricians, and your modern-day Democrats and Republicans, a 2-party system. It says, and he spake, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, right? And the lamb gives the illusion, of a docile creature, of something harmless for the people. When they tell you the reason as to why they're running, they appease the mind of whatever side they're trying to persuade. But it says, and he spake as a dragon, right? Because ultimately the ulterior motive for any side that wins is to get in there and bring forth laws, policies, and sign executive orders to take control from the people. And this election, if it gets to that point, the president being elected, and then you're going to see how much rights you don't have and how much rights or how many rights were taken away from you. Right? Because regardless if, Biden wins or Trump wins, the elites want to push an agenda in which they have complete control. They want to crash the dollar. They want to depopulate the earth. And they ultimately want to set up a new a renaissance, a rebirth of a new system, which is going to be a technocracy, in which you bow down into the image of their beast and you receive their mark, which is a physical mark, the charagma, in your hand. And that's going to allow you to pledge allegiance fully unto this devil. And you look at him as a god, because he's going to have all these different ways to feed you and to provide for you, quote unquote, sustenance. When in return, you're selling your soul for that. And you're going to take part of the second death if you do so. Which, Lord willing, we be those men. We're going to continue to lean upon Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because he said he's going to feed us. He said he's going to give us water to drink. And protect us. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in what? In the shadow of the Almighty, man. Psalms 91 and multiple other scriptures, right? So I just wanted to grab that. But as I was reading, this, the fact that Trump chose a man that served, piqued my curiosity. Really, because we understand at the times that we're coming into, as the scripture says in the book of Daniel 12. So there's a Daniel 12 at the top. And it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, right? The nation of Israel, particularly the elect of the nation of Israel. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right? So that time of trouble that the scriptures are talking about, right now we're at the beginning of those birth pains. As the scripture says, these are the beginning of sorrows, right? Now I want to grab the book of Ecclesiastes 7. It's like Ecclesiastes 3. It says 7. Right? Because these, matter of fact, I'm going to read the top and I'm going to jump down. Ecclesiastes 3 at the top. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. I'm going to jump down to 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And currently we're in a time of hate and a time of war, right? And how do we know that? By paying attention to the prophecies. Wars, whether they be proxies or full-out wars, are happening all across the world. And if you believe that your government loves you, you're a fool, man. Government literally means to control the mind, or mind control, man. And here they have you people in a docile state because they keep pumping bread and circuses down your throat. And you have no clue that they're doing these things, man. See, to the average person, all of these fights, all of these sports, all of the musics and albums dropping is just a benefit to their life. When in reality, this is just a cover-up to keep you unfocused about what's actually happening in your country, man. Trump he's choosing a man that's a war-minded individual because he understands the times that he's going to bring are draconian. He chose somebody that's going to make sure that he put feet or your foot up an ass and the other on your neck, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai put him in that position, right, for the times being. Now, I want to get back to the article. It says, Vance had been a critic of Trump in 2016, but since embraced his populist agenda and receives Trump's endorsement for the Senate race. It says, look, I was wrong about Donald Trump. I didn't think he was going to be a good president. He was a great president. And it's one of the reasons why I'm working so hard to make sure he gets a second term. And ultimately, they're just splitting they're making you choose, or they're giving you the illusion of choice. And American people are running with any side, man. Just because they think they're going to have some comfort at the end of this. There is no balm for this place. There's no repairing it. There's no making it great again. No, Yahweh Shem Yahshai destined for this place to fall. This is the last empire in which we're going to be held captive, man. And the Lord is destroying this place. Starting with the toes. When we go into the book of Daniel and it speaks about the image, it says, and underneath it, basically the bottom part, the feet and the calves was what? It says iron mixed with clay. Iron mixed with miry clay, Salakia. Right? And it says the foot, as a matter of fact, I'm going to just grab it, man. It says the stone was thrown at the feet. And who is that stone? It's speaking of Yahweh Shai, man. This is in the book of Daniel. My phone is tweaking. It's Daniel 2. I'm going to start here at 33. It says his legs of iron and his feet part of iron and part clay, right? Speaking of the Roman Empire and the rebirth of that Roman Empire, which is now America, right? The little horn, as the scripture speaks of. It says, thou sawest till the stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon the feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. And that's Yahweh Shai coming back to destroy this kingdom. But it starts with the vibration of his men pushing out this word through the blowing of the trumpets. And just like in the time of Jericho, man. When that vibration is shaking them walls, so to speak, that foundation. And Yahweh Shem Shai is going to deliver the final blows. Right? So to go back, it says Vance has been a vocal supporter of Trump's agenda in the Senate, as well as a critic of U.S. funding in Ukraine. Of course, they want to funnel the money out, the tax money out that American people are giving or is getting taken from you. And then they're sending it off to Israel and Ukraine. It says Vance criticized the Biden administration for having no viable plan for the Ukrainians to win this war, showing you what mind state he's in. He's in a war mindset, man. Says he also pointed out that the U.S. and its allies lack the capacity to manufacture the amount of weapons Ukraine needs. These are all the things in which he feels as if he can help, quote unquote, right, strengthen for Trump's agenda, which is really just the agenda of the elites, which is ultimately what Yahweh Shemel Shai is making them do. As the scripture says, and I have it here, Proverbs 21, so like it. Proverbs 21 and so like that was Proverbs. It's definitely Proverbs. I thought it was 21. It's not. It is. Proverbs 21 and 1. It's like the king's heart. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And ultimately, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to allow, these Edomites to bring forth more havoc and more war to all over the world before their end is over. And ultimately, the Lord's armory is going to be opened, and those thermonuclear missiles, the weapons of Yahweh Shemel Shai's indignation, are going to be shot to this place. And Esau is going to shoot some off too. But nevertheless, this place is going to be utterly desolate, right? It's going to be utterly desolate, man. Now the whole earth won't be destroyed, but this place is going to be set forth as a memorial. And the Lord is putting everybody in position, all the chess pieces in places, for him to checkmate this place, man. So it's beautiful watching it, because we just know what the end game is. We know that the MOTB has to be made mandatory. And we know that the technocracy has to be pushed and mandated to a certain level before Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's like it before Yahweh allows Yahweh Shai to come back or sends Yahweh Shai back, Salaki. And also, man, we understand that this is all part of the Lord's plan to ultimately take down his kingdom and bring up the kingdom of Israel, man. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jake is the beginning of it that followeth, right? And the world without end starts after that, man. Once Esau is taken down, then we can actually rejoice. But until then, it's time for us to continue to push and continue to prophesy, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.